The Dexter prequel show Dexter, Original Sin spawned a controversial theory that would have changed Harry Morgan's, Christian Slater, story entirely, but it thankfully avoided it in the season finale. The ending of Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 saw Harry confront Brian Moser, Roby Attle, Dexter's, Patrick Gibson, long-lost biological brother. The two had a climactic conversation on the roof of a skyscraper, and though Harry woke up with a gash on his head and a handcuff on his arm, he survived the future ice truck killer. In doing so, he debunked a popular but controversial Dexter theory. Though it's a prequel show, Original Sin has found more than enough room to carve out new parts of Dexter's lore. Whether through Original Sin's timeline inconsistencies or massive reveals like Harry having a biological son named Junior, the prequel show was completely unpredictable. That unpredictability also lent itself to speculation and fan theories, and one of the more popular ones would have changed the entire show. Luckily, however, Original Sin refused to confirm it, likely because the fan theory would have undermined a huge part of Harry Morgan's story in Dexter. Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 finale debunked the theory that Brian would kill Harry. Some fan theories thought Brian would be responsible for Harry's suicide, but Original Sin Episode 10 proved them wrong. Harry and Brian Moser in Dexter Original Sin Season 1 Episode 9 Custom image by Anna Nieves. As soon as Brian Moser was revealed as the NHI killer, many Dexter fans theorized that he could factor into Harry's eventual death. Dexter Season 2 revealed that Harry died of suicide, though his official cause of death was a heart attack. Harry had overdosed on his heart medication, and Captain Thomas Matthews, Jeff Pearson, helped falsify his medical records to hide the truth from Deb and Dexter. When Brian showed up in Original Sin, however, some fans thought that Brian may have forced Harry to overdose on his heart medication, and Matthews, thinking he had committed suicide, inadvertently covered up a murder. The theory that Brian Moser killed Harry Morgan held a lot of water throughout Original Sin. Brian was shown to be targeting all the people who wronged him as a child and helped separate him from Dexter, and he clearly blamed Harry most of all. Brian was also previously shown to fake heart attacks, as that's how he killed Joe Driscoll in Dexter Season 1. The finale of Original Sin Season 1, however, debunked the idea that Brian killed Harry. They had a short confrontation where Harry convinced Brian that he was a bad influence on Dexter, and he seemed to be content to let his revenge go. Dexter, Original Sin retconning Harry's death, again, would have been a mistake. Deborah and Dexter already processed Harry's suicide and it worked so well for the original show. It now looks like Dexter, Original Sin Season 2, if it happens, will depict Harry's death as it was shown in the original show, which is a good thing. When Dexter and Deb found out that Harry killed himself, it rocked both of their worlds. Dexter thought that he was an irredeemable monster because of it, and Deb spiraled so hard in Dexter Season 8 that she tried to kill herself and Dexter by driving into a lake. If Original Sin revealed that Harry was actually killed by Brian Moser instead, it would have completely undermined all the emotions Dexter and Deb went through. If Original Sin had doubled down on its Brian Moser theory, Dexter and Deb would have spiraled out of control for something that didn't even happen. There also would have been no way for them to learn the truth, as Dexter killed Brian before he even learned the truth of Harry's death. On top of all that, Harry's suicide worked very well thematically for Dexter. It highlighted the effect Dexter had on his loved ones, it added to Harry's morally complex story, and it simply worked as a great twist reveal. Original Sin would have made a mistake by taking that away. Will Brian really stop seeking revenge against Harry after Original Sin Season 1's ending? It looks like Brian agreed that Harry was a good influence on Dexter and will keep his distance. Brian Moser, Roby Attle, looking through a window at the end of Dexter, Original Sin Season 1, Episode 10. Just because Brian didn't kill Harry at the end of Original Sin Season 1 doesn't necessarily mean he's abandoned his hope of taking revenge on Harry entirely. The last shot of Original Sin Season 1 saw Brian continuing to stalk Dexter and watching the Morgan family dancing through the window of a restaurant. While it is possible he's still thinking of a way to take Harry out, it seems more likely that Original Sin was trying to show that Brian is okay with watching Dexter from afar. He already had several opportunities to kill Harry, but he didn't take any of them. Dexter, Original Sin Season 2, if it gets confirmed, will have the opportunity to change things, but for now, it looks like Brian has put his hatred for Harry aside. He knows that Harry and Deb are a good influence on Dexter, and he wants his younger brother to have the happy family Brian himself was denied. Additionally, Brian doesn't successfully reconnect with Dexter until 2006, when Dexter Season 1 takes place, which was years after Harry's death. It seems that Dexter, Original Sin has kept the Dexter franchise's status quo, for now.